lately I've been watching. I was like, let me go ahead and watch this Christopher Nolan Batman, because lately on the internet I've been seeing people just kind of shit on Christian Bale's Batman suit. I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't.
Where
I'm
is
not. I
this
don't.
narrative
like
coming
you said.
from?
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not supporting any Christian Bale Batman slander in any form or fucking way, because before Robert Pattinson, that was all we had.
That's a fact, and
Yeah.
nobody was complaining then.
Until we got
Exactly.
yeah. I'm sitting there. I'm like, first off, Batman Begins was a fire movie. I watched that again. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, this was actually one of their best. Like,
I will say this though, that movie ages well
mm-hmm.
because like when it first came out, it was a lot of mixed reactions because it was dark.
Yeah.
You know, it ended up coming with more high def versions and shit like that. So it's better to watch, but it's to me it's better today than it was when it first came out.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was so good. I'm watching. I'm like, this is. I was like, damn, Liam Neeson. You could definitely is so much younger, obviously, but
Yeah.
like he was.
I still would argue that the third one is better, but I think that argument comes from the gap that they took from one to two. So most of the fan base is
Yeah.
tailored towards two and three. When
Yes.
because Batman Begins came out, so like it was such a big gap from one to two. I feel like a lot of fans just forget about it.
Because when did the second one come out? 2008 or some
Yeah,
shit,
2008.
right?
But then the first one came out like what 2004 or five. But that was during a time where it took them 2 to 3 years to make a movie. Like that
I'm
was
looking.
technology has advanced so much. Jalen,
Because
I
like
do
when you
have
start
to.
talking
Oh, I'm sorry.
before,
I was gonna say, I'm watching Dark Knight. I'm like, I do have to say, this movie is still very different from the Batman. I see certain aspects are the same, but like again, the Batman, it's very heavy emphasis on murder mystery, while
Yo,
the Dark Knight is thriller, borderline kind of scary, not like horror, but like like
I
the
just feel like that it is the sense. Not that it's not different. I just feel like they took the best parts of what is the Dark Knight
mhm.
and made it
Yes,
into the true detective Batman movie.
I
The
that is a perfect way
concept,
to put it.
they still
That I
got it
agree with.
from you know,
You know,
because they just.
I think
But
they
other than that,
I think they took inspirations from both that one and the third one a little bit.
yeah,
I
yep.
think the third
But
one, Gotham definitely got destroyed more only because he blew up the bridges and all that. Bane did, and that's kind of
yeah,
what Riddler did with blowing open the fucking sea gates and all that. That was, and then but the aspect of their because in the Joker, low key, bro. I didn't even realize this. Obviously, in Batman Begins, that's when they first introduced the Joker, not the Joker, but the Joker card
yeah,
at the
yeah.
very end of Batman Begins, and that's what hinted at Dark Knight. And then the
yep.
Dark Knight, I was your Batman did not take the Joker seriously at first in that movie.
Until he
He
started
literally
tweaking
wasn't,
out.
bro. He was so focused on the mob, and that's Batman. He goes, well, he's one man. The mob is. That's literally a line he said in the very beginning of the Dark Knight to commit to Gordon. I was
Yep.
like, he did not take the Joker seriously at first. Nobody was, and like
One
that's
line
like,
together. Essentially, it was both of them. You know what I mean? They did
yeah.
it together, low key.
Oh yeah, no, he had to take out one of the main mob members, which was the dude where the first dude that he was Heath Ledger was,
So
bro,
side
he
note,
was snapping, bro.
side note, real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rereading these Batman comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part in it where it touches on Batman's basically split personality shit. Zurin Ra, I might be saying his name wrong, but it's a variant of Batman in the comics. Originally, this was an alien version from another planet, right? But come to find out, when Bruce Wayne first got out of the League of the Shadows and became Batman, he was struggling because he was trying to personify Batman as his own separate individual from Bruce Wayne, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Wayne, playboy billionaire with the hoes, all respect to women. We just saying, you know what I mean? But uh, like, you have that, but then Batman, it's like, how do you remove that sympathetic side of yourself away? You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
Batman's all about fear. So he meets this dude who's like the smartest man in the world as he deems himself, but he teaches Batman how to separate his personalities, which is insane, right? Come to find out, this after the Batman left, he kind of like fucked the dude up because the dude had different versions of how he saw Bruce Wayne going about Batman, and he sought after the Joker and taught the Joker how to channel different personalities or versions of himself. Um, I want to see that in the movies. That shit's hard. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking fire, and it's a really really dope concept when Batman or Bruce Wayne finds out that the Joker, they had the same trainer or sensei, so to say, mentally.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, this other personality of Batman doesn't like Bruce Wayne. So like when Bruce Wayne lays down to go to sleep at night, that Batman wakes up and goes and builds shit,
On some Moon Knight
right?
shit.
Yes, bro. It's some
Okay,
shit.
I was about to say I feel like Moon Knight is actually a good way to kind of put that. Like,
But this personality is also the fail safe for Bruce Wayne. You know how he has a fail safe for all the Justice League members in case they flip?
oh shit.
This
Yeah.
failsafe for himself. So there's actually a character called Failsafe in the comics that goes to kill Bruce Wayne because I forget who did it, but they basically made it look like Bruce Wayne killed them. Oh, it's the Penguin. Penguin's on his deathbed. Bruce Wayne goes in. Penguin starts choking and dying as soon as Bruce Wayne touches him. And then the nurse comes in the room. It looks like Bruce Wayne killed him. Now you got this Batman ass robot that was programmed by Batman, and he ain't even know it technically.
Batman ass robot.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't know it, and he's hunting him down, beating his ass, bro. He got Joker and Batman locked up in a basement while he's taking control of Gotham on some Arkham Knight shit. It's pretty insane,
Man,
but I want to see that.
that would be dope, man.
Yep.
I definitely pissed off some Zack Snyder fans on Twitter.
Listen,
Bro,
RP. I know it's emotional for them to understand that the Snyderverse is dead. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It is okay because we've seen enough.
Right,
We've
bro.
seen Madam Web. We done seen some horrific shit. We done seen some good shit. We done just seen some down
Bro.
bad, terrible. Like
Man, bro, we've seen some and bro, the one thing that one dude he goes, one dude quoted my tweet, and he blocked me. I never even got to say a word to this dude. I never got to say a word to him. I was like, that's kind of pathetic. I was like, bro, we've been getting harassed for since 2013. I was like, first off, everybody loved Man of Steel when it first came out.
yeah.
Henry Cavill was everyone's favorite Superman.
I don't know if that's true. There was a lot of hate. I ain't gonna lie.
Was there?
Niggas was hating. Like,
It's-
Man of Steel wasn't very like. I will say that the praise for it kind of goes up when you watch the rest of the shit. So like, Batman versus Superman came out. Man of Steel goes from like a 7 to a 9. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think a lot
but
of
when it
people
came
wanted
out,
it.
a lot of people didn't.
A lot of people wanted it to be like Christian Bale. Like I feel like that's what people I think were expecting. They thought this was gonna be the Superman in that Christian Bale because everyone saw Christopher Nolan was heavily involved in Man of Steel. Like he was heavily
You know what it
involved.
is?
His
Each
whole-
movie that people do, there's always a gripe. Like Christian Bale's, his gripe, if I had to choose, would be the fights, the fight choreography. It was weird with
It was fat. It was weird, bro.
elbows.
He's just throwing elbows, bro. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Meanwhile, when you look at Robert Pattinson's, you actually watch him grab bro's head, just and actually starts beating the shit. You know, but the lines are crazy. He goes, "What's the difference between me and you?" I'm that word, hockey pads. Bro, the first. Oh,
He killed somebody, and like people left the movie not liking it because he killed somebody. He's Superman.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it was a fucked up situation. It's like kill this.
Right, yeah, that's why I don't fault it. I was like, yeah, I mean, but it was just the fact that it was written that way.
Right, and he's Superman, and people didn't like that. And it's the same thing with James Gunn. They're like, "Oh, I don't like that he changed the backstory of his parents." You know what I mean? Everyone is gonna have a gripe, bro.
Right.
Like, so
And like,
Look, wasn't nobody saying nothing when Tom Holland and Aunt May died. That was a sad moment. But
It
you know
was.
what I'm like the
yeah,
shit.
but no one really is.
But the gripe for his is they still haven't showed us what happened to Uncle Ben, and I know that they feel like they don't have to, but they don't even tell us. You see
We
what I'm
know.
saying?
We know. Everybody knows.
It's one thing to not show us. It's a completely different thing to not tell us. We don't know because they never told us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
They really made that a vague, implied
Exactly, because if we do know, that makes Aunt May's death twice as sad because he lost Aunt May. His Uncle Ben. You see what I'm saying? We don't know
Yep.
how Uncle Ben what happened. We don't know what happened. So that's
Could have
people's gripe, for real.
he could have died from cancer for all we know, because he wasn't around in the animated Spider-Man show when he got his powers. We didn't see him then.
Yeah.
It's like
Did
14
they?
years later.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they confirm that was Peter Parker at the Stark Expo, in one of the Iron Man movies?
Yes,
They did?
canon. It is canon.
That is canon. So yeah. Well, I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know if that, like I said, we didn't see either Aunt May or Uncle Ben in that situation.
For that.
But so maybe. Hey, for
Also,
all we know,
like I said,
he went out on that Stark Expo. But if that was the case, they probably would have brought that up.
oh, like you think he would have died at the Stark Expo
some type
when all
shit.
Iron Man suits was fucking
Right. But I feel like if
Maybe.
that was the case, they would have brought that up. That would have been brought up.
fair.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's too
perfect. Would have been a perfect
too
storyline.
vital of a canon event to skip over, man. Like, but again, if Uncle Ben died from a mugging or some other way, like, we know he's not in the picture.
Right.
He's out of there in the first few issues. The only time I've seen him around the longest is this new Ultimate Spider-Man comic. Like, he's right there with Peter Parker. Aunt May's dead, but
Mhm.
Ben alive. J. Jonah Jameson is Peter's godfather, which is insane.
It is crazy.
But I fuck with it. It's cool.
Yeah,
I
I mean, and the thing is, with the live action, it's not that even that they haven't showed us or told us about Uncle Ben. We don't even know how he got his spider bite. Like, there's so much that they just
Yeah.
didn't tell us.
They just kind of kept it vague. Which, who knows? Maybe this movie they might touch on it. I would hope eventually they kind of do a little bit of touching, because like I get like when James Gunn says we're not doing the whole. We all know what happened, like with Bruce Wayne. We're not gonna do the alley scene where his parents, because we know what happened there. But at the same time, though, sometimes like with the Batman, that was actually a huge part of the
Yeah.
story too. But I guess in a way they didn't actually show what happened. But
Right, I was gonna say they didn't really do it though. They just let you know what happened and
I
how
guess maybe
that
that's what James Gunn really means then. Like, we're not actually going to shoot the scene. You get what happens, but we're gonna if there's
that obviously affects his thinking. That's always a big part of his story.
right,
You know what I mean?
like just like with and I love that James Gunn pretty much did say like for Superman, like pretty much watch Smallville if you really want to know the Clark Kent story. He's pretty much saying majority of that can be
I
take
feel
the
like
Lex
everybody
Luthor part out of it, but
people don't give Smallville enough credit, but I feel personally every Superman story from this point on is gonna just say the same thing, bro. Like, you want an origin story, go watch Smallville. Like,
yeah,
that is pretty much, and everyone's just feeding off that energy. You know what I mean? Like that Superman and Lois show, like I told y'all, that shit's fire. But they're literally just feeding off Smallville's energy. You can just tell he came from he basically came up exactly like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can just feel that. And if
Mhm.
James Gunn is saying the same thing, I just believe every time they do Superman from this point on, they're just gonna say,
dude, in the Dark Knight, I think it was the Dark Knight. No, it was the Batman. This is Batman Begins. I mean, it was one of his first times when he's interrogating somebody. The first scene, bro. The fucking he goes, I don't know. I swear to God. He goes, swear to me. And then I was like, that's where he said, swear to me. I was like, that's actually a hard line.
Christian Bale's Batman voice. It's
Oh,
bad.
it was.
It is.
There are some times where it's all right, but then there are certain times where I was like, oh, this is bad. I was like,
Like, once people started pointing it out, bro.
I'm like, at least he tried. Like, I do think Robert Pattinson's got it down. I think his is probably the best natural voice.
Shout out to Robert. Bro. If y'all would have told me in high school that was gonna be Batman one day, I'd have been like, Twilight Boy.
Vampire. I was like, I know he's a vampire, but what? But Batman?
Yeah, he did that shit though. He did that.
No, bro. Heath Ledger was snapping with his monologue in that movie.
And then you see what I mean by it's really a Joker movie.
It is, because literally the first scene, the opening scene is literally him hopping into the van on the way to the bank. And watching it as an adult now, and like really, like as a 30-year-old, and watching it like and really seeing what's going on, man, they snapped. But again, the fight choreography, could have been a lot better. I was like, bro, he's a ninja. Why is he not fighting like a ninja? They definitely got the Batman got the fucking club scene from the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Because he
for
went to
sure.
Salvatore Minori. I was like, Christian Bale's just beating the shit out of these dudes, but he's doing this. I was like,
It's just hard to believe that version of Batman is really taking on large groups of ops. It's just
Right.
I don't know
We
that
could,
fighting style. But again, in the first one, right when you watch his whole like Raja montage shit, bro, he was beating niggas ass, bro. So
at the
like,
beginning, yeah.
yeah, like they actually did show it, but as soon as he put on the bat suit, it's just like he gets so stiff, bro, and
Yeah, like
like
this. I wonder if that's like the movie showing the suit's limitations at that point, because
I
obviously
mean, I guess
Robert Pattinson is definitely way more fluid in his suit. Like he can, yeah, like he.
the motherfucker took a motherfucking adrenaline shot and just started beating ass. If that ain't Batman, I don't know what it is.
Robert Pattinson's got a busy ass schedule right now, dude. He's got the Odyssey with Christopher Nolan, then he's doing Dune, Part 3, with like Timothy Chalamet and fucking motherfucking Zendaya and all them, and then it's the Batman. Because that's really one of the main reasons why we have to wait for the Batman is because Robert Pattinson's schedule is so packed right now. We got to wait for him to shoot these other movies. I hate to bring up the Snyder fans, but honestly, it's a fun topic for me. I don't care. They can probably say that they're winning the argument because I keep talking about it, but you know what? Who's really winning?
Hey, Snyder fans, y'all can kick rocks with no socks and go stick your hand in a pot of boiling water because those movies give you a fucking headache. You gotta be out of your fucking mind to sit through one of those whole movies and not fall asleep. It's too
First
much
off,
still. It's too much.
the Snyder Cut is a TV show. Number one, it's not a movie. It's like, let's be real.
Bro, it's too fucking long.
Bro, the moment it
Like-
says Part 2, I'm like, oh, okay, I can turn it off right here. I can turn it. I can come back.
Bro, and I'm saying this because I want all the smoke. Tag me, talk some shit. Snyder fans, I want you to do it because you're out of your you're bonkers. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. And I'm here to battle.
Bro. They're hilarious. Their newest argument now is, oh, James Gunn's trying to incorporate a kid-friendly universe. I'm like, because of the Superman, and then now they're trying to use that one scene in Peacemaker season 2, episode 1. Y'all know what?
It's a large universe. What can we say? It's not going to be the
Right,
same
bro.
across every lane, bro.
And who said these DC comics are kid-friendly? Bro, DC comics, if anything, are actually the comic lines where it's a more adult-centered.
Hey, most of these characters in the DC comics are heavily traumatized. That is not for children, bro. Look at Barbara Gordon. Remember what happened to her? The Killing Joke.
Yeah,
Joker pulled up to her doorstep, blamed her, kidnapped your daddy, had him running around an amusement park naked, getting tortured by clowns, and then you do some weird things to her, and then you take some pictures of her, and then you send it to Batman, and you got her held hostage. Come on, bro. That's dark, bro.
Yeah. Like, the whole universe is fucked. Like, Injustice, like, bro, just because it's a Superman movie, like, yeah, bro, some of the movies are going to be brighter, more fun.
It's Superman.
Bro, like, it's fucking Superman.
What are we talking about? It's Superman. When has he not been bright and fun, bro? Freaking walking Boy Scout, gang. Like, what? Come on, bro. Like,
people's champ, man.
you feel me? Most people don't want to hurt nobody. You feel me? It's okay. Chill out.
You could be in harm's way at any moment, and you can bet on your ass that if you're in Metropolis, he gonna swoop in and save you. If he can't, he's hemmed up on some other shit. But he gonna try. Even if he hemmed up, he gonna try. You know what I mean? So, people's champ, man.
I really wish they would. I wish they would just come out and say Secret Invasion is just not canon. Like,
it would be so easy to just say it's.
Just say it, bro.
It's an Elseworld. It's an Elseworld. Whatever.
I'm gonna be the odd one out here, you know, because to be odd sometimes you gotta be number one. But anyway, to be number one, you gotta be odd. I said it backwards. But anyway, bro, we're gonna get some scroll content at some point, and I feel like
we are.
I know. But like, I felt like it was just them trying to get it out the way real quick. And honestly, the show was bad, but I'm okay with that because it got the fuck out the way real quick. Like, I don't. That show don't even deserve an honorable mention, bro. It should have been just a fucking movie that just dropped on Disney.
At this point, they can just bring back Agent Hill. I'll just go with it.
Bad as it was, the questions that it left us with are so much worse than actual. Like, okay, the we know how Nick Fury got his, I would say, reputation. Obviously, Talos was helping him. They was both doing the shit. That's how he was in so many places doing amazing shit.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. But then you leave us with these questions. Okay, Gaia is a super mutant now. I don't even know what to call her, bro. She got like every power. You don't even know what you're gonna do that. And then the Rhodey Scroll thing is unacceptable, gang. Like, you cannot just leave that type of out. Not even just him. Ross also a fucking scroll. So is that Black Panther shit that's being tainted? Like, you cannot not answer these questions, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, like you said, Eric, they killed Maria Hill. Why would they do that?
First episode too.
In the first episode, to end it off, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, what?
In the context of the show, for what? Why? Answer me that. Like, if everything that happened in the show, what did that add?
It gave us nothing in any way. We got nothing.
Nothing happened. Nothing to gain.
It was just hurtful. That's all it was.
And in the comics, she that bitch. She pulled, bro. Come on, man. Maria Hill.
All the time Nick Fury wanted to go MIA, she was up there running everything. Like,
exactly. She be running shit. It be people in the field going through it. She pull up, foul. I'm here. Yeah, I thought you needed this, huh? Nick Fury don't do that. He just pull up with the goddamn trench coat and that fucking eye patch. That's all he do.
That's some smart shit to say.
Samuel L. Jackson, especially, bro. I feel like his most aura moment was it Winter Soldier when he came back and he had his arm in a sling and he just popped into the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we really ain't seen him. The most action he got was in Secret Invasion where he took dude's arm and was holding it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That did not top the action in Winter Soldier. They was on his ass.
Yeah.
Going through.
But I meant more in the sense of hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, okay.
Throwing hands. I mean, so like, he really ain't.
I don't really care to see him fight for real. You know what I mean? But like,
and I've seen with the car though, where he told the car to wait, and then he fucking pulled out the minigun and started lighting those motherfuckers up.
Yep.
And then,
but again, they was on his ass to have to do all this, bro. He was going through it. I said it again.
You want to see my lease?
Every time I watch that movie, you know those movies that put you on the edge of your seat?
That one did it, bro. When I was in the theater, I was like, hold on. Hold on.
Hydra, the infiltrated shield, they on Nick Fury ass. Yeah. Cap ain't being looked
really
at
in the theater. I was like, he really don't know that's Bucky yet. I can't wait to find out.
Bro.
That was such a good movie, man. That's definitely a top 3 Marvel movie. Like the fact that I put that up there with an Avengers movie just tells you how good of a movie that is.
The writing was amazing. They need to bring that team back or tap into whoever writing the comics right now.
That was the Russos, right? The Russos did that one?
Secret Wars, yeah.
They're the ones that did Infinity War Endgame. They said that someone broke it down perfectly. I think it was actually New Rockstars. They were talking about like when it comes to like having all those stars in one movie in one setting in like one scene too, like the Russos are like the best at like just handling it. Like, and like they are very respected.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the casting here, and we're gonna see who else is probably fucking upset. Anthony Mackie probably chilling. Realistically, he just sitting in the corner.
I almost guarantee his scenes are probably shot already.
Yeah.
Because since his movie was done before everybody else's, like, so he was probably ready to go.
Like, I'm really going through this to try to see who would have a.
Because I guarantee they have it set up to where they don't have to have the actors there together. They can just split them together. That's what they did with Multiverse Madness.
They kind of do that anyway. just to keep the script from getting out from each other. You know what I mean? Because they give them all half part, like pieces of the script anyway.
Guarantee you, Pedro Pascal, he's probably irritated.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch probably had a bitch fit. I could see it.
Just mad as fuck. Like hell no, we got to reshoot everything.
Doctor Strange in that British accent, the British come out. Yeah, he popping shit, bro. Yeah. And Pedro Pascal, he probably had a little fit too.
Pedro Pascal's like, man, I got shit to do, man.
Right, man. I got other shit to work on, and he playing, bro. Like, nah, bro, get your boy. He's in the get your boy.
It's like y'all taking my time on missing millions. This didn't pay me, but shit. But this Spider-Man, bro, I'm really excited for it because of the photography that's floating around.
Looks fire.
It's so comic book accurate, bro. This is the most comic book accurate you're gonna get.
I'd like that they changed the director with Destin Daniel Cretton. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
With him, it sounds like Tom Holland really likes. You can see from the photos, like he looks like he's having the most fun because it looks like it's a lot more practical, especially with the web swinging. So he may actually get to like, you know, maybe feel more like an authentic Spider-Man rather than doing mostly like technological, you know, using CGI and all that. What are we thinking Peacemaker season 2? Dude, I'm excited to see what James Gunn's bringing us at the end of Peacemaker, at the end of this. I'm not saying I want the season to go by because I want to enjoy these episodes, obviously, but like he's saying that he's not even showing these to his publicist because he does not want it to get leaked that bad. Like he's keeping it close to the chest. Like I was like, what? Like who? What do you hide? What are you scared to get leaked, man? Like that, you're not even letting your own publicist see it.
I got a theory.
What I want to hear it.
The big cameo.
Yep.
It's not Superman.
I don't think it will be.
It's Lex.
Lex. You know what? I had a thought about that. I was like, I think that actually would make the most sense. Lex Luthor.
So much money to be Lex Luthor. It only makes sense.
Yeah, that would, and it'd probably be a lot easier to get him. I could see it being Lex.
Hey, put that parlay down. I would bet.
I was gonna say maybe Jon Stewart. Maybe one of the Lanterns.
For the Lantern series.
I was like, I wonder if that's because I feel like the big thing that James Gunn's going for. I still think it's gonna be a Green Lanterns thing. What is it? Is it Blackest Night? Or is it Darkest Night? It's one of those two, but yeah, like
Wait, so is Guy gonna be in the HBO show?
Yeah. And he's Nathan Fillion said he throws a lot of F words. We're gonna be seeing Guy Gardner be saying fuck a lot.
If Green Lantern's in it, it's another insane kind of how they did Peacemaker season 1. Like that's at the very end, no doubt.
Sounds like he's in the show. Like he's not like a main character, but it sounds like he's got more involved in Peacemaker, I'll say. But like it's still gonna be centered around Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan.
No, I'm not talking about that show. I'm talking about Peacemakers.
Oh,
so
Peacemaker.
Like if it is Jon Stewart or Hal Jordan,
it'll be okay. I see.
You know what I mean?
It'll be
at the end of it. Because I don't know how they would work that in. Actually, I don't even know.
I don't know. Some people saying he goes, "What if this is how we get our Batman?" But I'm like, bro, we would have. Batman is such a huge character. We would have known
from
who was
Peacemaker.
Yeah, they were saying they think it might be Batman, but like, no, bro, we would have known.
That's too big. That's
exactly,
a movie cameo.
Exactly. Like we're gonna figure out who the actor is before we even see him as Batman. You know what I mean? That's how big the character is. Just like how we figured out David Cornswell was Superman before we even saw him in a Superman outfit. Like before.
It just depends on the route he wants to go. Maybe it's Hawkman if you want to expand on that because you still got to introduce
Flash.
You know what I mean? Or you don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many characters in the universe that's just starting. Anybody, if you're gonna go that big of a cameo, it could be. If it's Batman, it's more likely it could be any other character of that stature, bro. Like,
what if
that's just too big of a rabbit hole.
This might be a reach. No, I was gonna say Lobo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jason Momoa is
Jason
already
Momoa.
cast,
He's
but
already casted. He shot his scenes with Supergirl, I think.
how would you
You're right.
incorporate that with
That's
with
where I kind of
Peacemaker?
lost. That's where I lost myself. Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
So it had to be more Earth
I mean,
based.
it could be like I said, it could be Superman too. Like that would, you got David
It could be
Cornsweet.
Superman,
It
it
could
could be
definitely
just
be
Superman, which would still be pretty big. That's the biggest movie cameo you could do, and it's just a slam dunk,
Ultraman.
easy.
Ultraman.
Zorro.
Bizarro. What if he's because he went through that black hole, and then the whole, pocket universe is kind of emphasized on. So I think we got Bizarro. That could be. I think Lex is definitely. I would say that's the betting favorite.
Because you are fucking with the pocket universes. That's
Right.
why I would.
And
If it
like
is a bigger character like that, I would say let's watch another episode and see how they actually use these doors. Because if Chris is only going to be going to the one other dimension, then that kind of lowers the.
yeah, is he gonna be doing the two lives thing, living two lives? Obviously, he's gonna like the other one more. I didn't even realize that's fucking his brother. That's Buddy from The Office.
Yep.
He's also in. Have you guys ever seen the movie? James Gunn, I think, is like a big writer for it. Oh my god, it's like if Superman were evil, but he was a kid. Brightburn.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it, but
That movie is fire, by the way. But he's also in that. That movie is very fire.
his suit kind of reminds me like a Judge Dredd. I don't know. It's just kind of the helmet. That's what it's giving off the vibe.
I see
What you
it.
mean.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I see it. I wonder if Vigilante is hilarious, bro. I hope we see more. Because my bad, I didn't realize that. What did he say? Like you took ownership of the word fuck nut.
What type of boss is going to argue with their employee like that? That's just funny.
I will say John Cena is doing a great job acting wise. He's definitely. I would borderline put John above Bautista, maybe. Am I crazy?
Batista's-
Is that crazy
I'm
for
glad
saying
you.
that?
I'm glad you just said that because I wanted to talk about this earlier. There's no world where Dave Bautista is a better actor than The Rock
No, he's
and
not,
John.
bro. I just watched the
It's
game
just
plan, bro. The
not
game plan was
real.
such a good movie.
He cannot act the same as him. So what he's doing is only taking roles he knows he can succeed in. Watch all his movies, and you'll see it's that same dry, straight up delivery. No, it's what he does. That's fair. But you cannot sit here and say The Rock plays the same character and watch Dave Bautista do the same thing, and he gets fucking credited as the better actor. Really, Cena's the most diverse, right? But because he started taking silly roles, I have a hard time taking him serious in serious roles. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it's not. It is what it is. Okay.
This role might be like might have because like that whole like emotional hit where he saw his. I was like, okay, good shit, John. You got me there. You got me empathizing for you right now, like putting myself in your shoe. That would be hard hitting. But
Like
no,
Cena's a badass.
the Rock dude. I'm gonna sit here and say if you haven't seen Gridiron Gang, I would say shut up and watch that, then form an opinion.
Man.
That
Also,
is
know that
arguably
there
his
was a
best
time-
movie.
The Rock at one point was the highest paid actor in Hollywood. Like
He was.
he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
like-
on fire, unprecedented streak. It's not his fault that he got casted as himself. Okay. Well, he doesn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like all people go through that where you get typecasted, bro. It is what it is. Did y'all see the trailer for that new movie that The Rock is in?
The Smashing Machine. That's like a.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Dave Bautista, and I would even say John Cena. They're not doing this. Documentaries. That's what Gridiron Gang was. Like not a documentary, but a what is it? Like a biography.
Biopic almost.
Like a biopic.
that's what
There you go. Biopic.
biopic.
Like that's what Gridiron Gang was such a sad. That was so like such a sad, like when it tells
Well,
like
like-
the end credits where it was telling where The Rock was going around telling you what happened to each of these characters.
Mhm.
And some were
If
like,
y'all
really
watch
sad.
that movie whenever it comes out, if he kills that,
It looks.
I don't want to hear shit.
It looks
I don't
like
wanna
he.
And furthermore, if he actually kills the live action version of Maui for Moana, shut up. You're done. The man's playing a banjo, jumping around singing, and you loved it. Shut up. that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if he kills that and this, because he's just trying to show off his skills, bro. People keep questioning him. That's The Rock. Maybe I'm biased, bro, because I grew up on The Rock, bro. He's the
Maybe.
people's champ, for
I
real.
don't care what people
Like
say. Walking Tall is that was one, I love that movie.
people don't like it. I don't get it.
That was a
I
biopic
don't get
too.
it.
That was based off a true story. Back to Peacemaker, I think.
Wait, before we go back to Peacemaker, let me just say one thing about Marvel. The whole time we just talked about all of that shit, bro, I'm still wondering one fucking thing. Where is Vision, bro? Has he been cast in a movie? Do we even know if he's what
He's
is
getting
going
a.
on?
We got Vision Quest still, right? Isn't that still coming out?
Is he in Secret Wars?
That's a good
Do we
question.
know? Is he in
That's a
Doomsday? Like,
great question.
what is what? They probably don't even know what they like.
Yeah.
Where is Vision, my boy? Like, just
Yeah.
a powerful figure out here, you know.
Does he know that like Wanda's like technically dead?
You know, whatever. Just my random question. I was just pondering on it. But back to Peacemaker.
Peacemaker DC. I think the DC universe is going to be looking great. I don't know. I have no idea who I would want to play Batman at this point. Just make it make sense. If it's going to be Batman, make sure they're Batman for the foreseeable future, especially if Robert Pattinson's not going to be. Because it
So,
sounds like he's just going to be whatever Matt Reeves wants him to be,
Mm.
which is fine.
they
Just
might
make
pull
sure.
some multiverse shit. I don't know, because it's hard. If you go older Batman, doesn't that kind of stories you can tell?
Right, exactly. That's kind of where I was. Like, how can you make it make sense where you can still incorporate the Titans, but still have a Batman? Like, age-wise, is Bruce Wayne older than Clark Kent? Like, is he supposed to be?
Yes, because Clark doesn't age, for real.
That's true. But I guess by the time
But
when the Justice League happens,
right, and that's what I'm saying
when
is
they form.
whenever you decide to do that, how old is that version of Batman?
Right.
Like, he's gonna be a backseat member. Is he just gonna pay for everything and not really be there?
I would hate that.
Because I guess old man Batman is still pretty capable, so he'll still be able to fight as
Right,
part of the
like,
Justice.
when it comes to, like, having Damian, like, is he, like, 40s? Like, early 40s Batman? Like, that's still, like, he could still... Is he gonna be,
I think the version if he has Damian, that's the oldest young Batman, and I mean not still young, but not like old man Batman. You hear what I'm saying?
right, to where he's borderline
That they would
retiring,
do
and then you got
exactly like
where you
gray
got
hair old
Terry
man and Batman.
McGinnis getting introduced,
But then
which
you
would
got
be cool. Which would be cool. But
because Damian is probably going to be anywhere from 8 to 12 if you do introduce him. You know what I mean?
hmm
Which will put Nightwing and all the other Robins as own men. So he would have had already done the Jason, already did the Dick Grayson. You know what I mean?
right.
So I don't know.
Another
That means
note,
we would
though.
live.
That's another note to the Snyderverse fans that try to sit there and say this is supposed to be a child friendly. We're really about to watch a fucking kid as Robin be an absolute menace. He is about to be like so miss us with all that bullshit. This Superman
Maybe.
movie is probably the goofiest DC movie you will see of all of them. Like Supergirl, that tone is going to be completely different. Completely different.
Supergirl, I won't say completely different. I feel like Supergirl's gonna have more of like a.
It's going to be like some silly moments, but it's going to be darker. Like it, and in terms of like what she goes through, like
Well, I mean, what she went through, we don't know how they play it
that's true. Yeah.
because James Gunn and changed the backstory of the Kryptonians. So we'll see.
For now, yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's young, and if she's really just drinking on a freaking planet with a red sun, it might be a little more silly. Like,
But then we got to find out why. Like, why is she doing that? Is it for her birthday, or is it she's coping, or who knows?
it's probably that she's coping because when she gets to Superman, that's still fairly new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the shit that she's going through. So I don't know.
And I think he said the director or writer, creator of that movie is also working on. It's either is it Wonder Woman or is it Teen Titans? It's one of the two.
Either or is cool. That's
So
something to it.
I think I would imagine Wonder Woman might make more sense, but I think there's a lot of writing for the DC universe going on right now, which is I'm cool with. I don't mind the whole Oh, sorry, what?
Do you think that because of what James Gunn did to the changing of origin story for Tony, do we see a version or something that plays out where Kara knows or knew?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because she probably got her own version of whatever message Clark got. Because he didn't know. His shit got damaged, but hers probably didn't. So I'm wondering if she already knew,
right.
you know,
Yeah, that's
you know what I
actually
mean? That the rest. So
they
it's like, is
need
it? I
they
wonder if
need
they'll touch.
to. You know what? Yeah, they need to. They do need to touch on that actually.
Because like I said, she's older than him, but she just got lost on the way to Earth. Like,
Yeah,
or however they choose to play it. Maybe she didn't come straight to Earth. She might have been on the floating Kryptonian city, depending on how they play it. I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see. But she is older than him, but is younger than him though.
yeah.
You know. So she's got a lot more information.
Which I think, yeah, I think that movie will learn a lot. Man, they got that. Obviously got Batman, Brave and the Bold. New Rockstars were talking about this. They were talking about the Superman saga. He thinks we'll get. Obviously, we got Superman. The next Superman movie where he is like a primary character. It's not going to be a Superman sequel, but it'll be World's Finest, and that's where it'll be after the Batman movie, whatever Batman movie we get.
Got to be after Batman because
Yeah,
I don't
it'll
want to do
be.
another Batman Superman thing where we haven't seen Batman.
Yeah, no, we need to see Batman before we see those two, but then and then it'll be Superman 2 after that, where it'll be a primary. It'll just be Superman. But who knows what's going on? You know, I'm guessing. I'm gonna assume James Gunn has no intentions of doing a Justice League anytime, like a Justice League movie.
I mean, you can't. It's
Yeah.
like that's what you build up to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
That's
gotta
what gives the fans.
like when it came to Avengers, like it took. You know, we got
The
Iron
first
Man.
Avengers was genuine, bro. It kind of just, you know what I mean?
It's a
And if we don't
timing
get the
thing, yeah.
same,
It's a timing
yeah,
thing, yeah. You gotta know when to do it. Like,
the satisfaction of all of them on the screen together came from seeing them all separate.
hmm
And they tried to just rush the Justice League together. I don't even know the dude who plays Cyborg's name. That's how you know they underused that character like motherfucker.
that pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, bro, how are y'all
Yeah.
like? Why can't we get like a cyborg story?
Right. It just,
Like, he's the only one that didn't get a movie, and Batman. But
right.
Batman wasn't Batman versus Superman, so I mean, technically. But like, we got Cyborg for the bogus ass first Justice League movie you gave us, and then Zack Snyder's version, which was still bogus. I'm just,
Was Wonder Woman in Batman versus Superman?
yep,
See, like,
she was in that. I'm excited, but yeah, you could definitely tell too. James Gunn's not like he's excited, but he's definitely not in a rush.
yeah.